Dana? Hi, Heather. It's good to see you, hon. Or is it Dawn? I suppose it could be Dawn. Well, today we're going to work on a pair of earrings, and I have these two 7-inch pieces of square wire, which I was originally I tried to use to make a ring, which did not work out for me. So I took it apart. So there is some damage on these wires. So we're going to pound them down after a bit, as soon as we get them formed. Hey, Sid. Hey, Marcia. How's your knee doing, Marcia? Hopefully you haven't had any of the complications that I have had. So I get to go back to the doctor this afternoon, and we'll see how things are going, or how they decide things are going. Hey, Tina. Oh, you have a left knee full replacement on Monday. Again, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, and I'm afraid I'm going to butcher it if I try. I'm thinking Dane, but I'm not positive. Anyway, yeah. Dawn. Okay. I was wondering. Dawn. That's great. Thank you for helping me with that. Your name has an interesting spelling. So I have to have my left knee done as well. I have bad arthritis. Well, I had bad arthritis on both of them. I had the right knee replacement about, a little over 3 weeks ago. Oh, okay. Feather down. Got it. That's interesting. I have had my staples out. Our PT people are so busy here that they couldn't get me in until the 3rd. So I'll be going to my first actual PT appointment on the 3rd. In the meantime, I've been doing the in-home exercises that they gave me when I left the hospital. So and those have been going fine. Well, they were until my foot did its nonsense, which seems to be much better, though it still acts up a bit, but it's better than it was. So I can walk on it again, at least. There were about 2 or 3 days that I could barely walk. So anyway, looks like we got a lot of folks here. So I'm going to show you what I want to do with these. I think if I can get them to turn out the way I want. See, now we don't have anybody to come to do the in-home. We do it we have to just do it what they gave us ourselves. So that is what I have been doing since day one, except for those days when I couldn't even move my foot to do some of the exercises. I'm a little behind where I should have been due to having that complication with my foot, but it seems to be much better now, so that's good. So I'm going to turn us down now, and then we'll see. I'll show you what I'm planning on doing. I'm hoping it works out the way I want it to. So. Come on, you. Loosen up. Hey, Heather. So here we are. Now I'm going to try and get us just a teeny bit bigger. Hopefully I won't make anybody sick. There, I think that'll do just fine. Hey, Beth. So anyway, we have these two pieces of 18 gauge square wire. I think it's 18 gauge. It might be 21. Anyway, it's 7 inches long. Like I said, I tried to use it for something else that did not work out, so I took it apart. And because it has these damages in it, I am going to hammer these. But what we're going to do is we're going to take and we're going to make a frame with the wire to go around either the purple or the pink of these little pendants here. So this is the purple and this is the pink. Come here, come one of you out. They're not that much of a different as far as color is concerned, just a little bit. But we have a little bit of time to decide which one of those I'm going to use. Here, I'll lift them up closer so you can see them better. Purple, pink. Hey, Leanna. And so we have a little time, like I said, to decide which one of these pretty colors we're going to use. This one looks like it's got a scratch on its backing, so the color's not coming through quite right. That's all right. We'll put these back. I'm going to close their cases up. I have these in numerous different colors, so you want the purple, huh, Tina? Everybody vote. I don't care which color I use. Anyway, we're going to take our 7-inch piece of wire here. We're going to go to the middle, which of course is 3.5 right here. And I'm going to get my flat nose pliers and we're going to bend it in half. Just like so. Now it looks like this side is a little bit longer, and it may be, if that's the case, we will trim it. Yes, it's not at 3 1/4. It looks like I got it at 3 1/4, not 3.5. And that's all right. We should have plenty of wire to do both ways. 3.5. Let's see if I get this one better. If we do, then maybe I'll just fix that one. Since it's got bends in it, it has had damage anyway. It's not like it's going to have a freak out about having to be rebent. So see, that's at 3.5, and the other side is at not quite, but darn close to 3.5. So there's our V. Get this one fixed here. That's closer to 3.5 there than what this side was. Now we are going to hammer it, so it's not like it's going to really be really critical about all of its little ups and downs here. Now I want this V in here because we're going to hang a dangle down here as well. And our next move is to get our little piece here. We're going to go down in here and we're going to ascertain about where we should bend it to form a frame around this. And I'm thinking about right here. Now we'll measure that. And it's about a 1/2 inch. So we'll go up over here on this side and we'll bend again at about a 1/2 inch. and it's up too high. I can see that that's more than 1/2 inch, so we will rebend this so we get it where we want it. It's closer right there. There we go. So we have formed this little section down here at the bottom. So it's coming up across the top like so. Then we're going to cave in to go here to make our loops. In the meantime, I'm going to take this one and we're going to use it to frame up our bends in this other one here. Can you do these both at the same time? Yeah, and I probably should have, but I didn't, so. No, you're slid out of place there. Come back up here so I can see exactly where you go. Oh, the heck with it. The easiest way is to put these together. Bing. And get Hey, Bonnie. Glad you could come in with us. And see, now they're two different sizes again. How did I get that like that? I don't make it look easy because I mess up sometimes, and I have right here. Interesting. I see this one's still a little higher than the other one, and it's making itself known as we do this. My husband just went into the kitchen and the cats all just followed him. He's the one that always gives them treats if they give treats, and and they are well aware of that fact. Okay, we're going to bend right at this 1/2 inch mark. Are we better? They're still a little off. But how am I coming along? I go see the doctor this afternoon, and they're going to tell me that. It has been still giving me some problems, mainly my foot. Though, because for some reason I have developed some kind of issue with my foot being problematic. I don't know why, because I've never really had problems with my feet before, but I did have the foot that is giving me problems. I did have a major injury to it when in my much, much younger days. And that injury is making itself known, apparently. So, though weirdly enough, my bones are fine. It's my muscles that are and nerves that are giving me problems. Okay, now that we've got these two frames done up, what we want to do then is we have to bring it back in to make the final frame. So we're going to do that about right here, so that she comes in like this. And as you can see, measuring doesn't do a bit of good with me. I just screw it up anyway. So I'm going to just eyeball it as much I can here. See if we can get a good bend here. That looks pretty good, actually. So it's gonna frame this like so. And then we're going to have a drop down here. So we have a lot more wire than we needed, and I was pretty sure that we would, but we'll worry about that in a second. I'm going to see about getting this second one bent. Unfortunately, these are not going to be a perfect match to each other, and that's just going to be the way it's going to be. These are going to be, as we jokingly say, these are going to be sisters, not twins. As we pound them out, though, we are going to find that we're going to come a little bit closer, probably to the twins thing than we were prior to doing that. So got this one done. Now I have to get the other one done, but I probably, like I said, should just eyeball it. It seems to work best for me when I do that. I think we're too high. Yep, we're too high. So we're just making a little bit of a cage-like thing to go around and make it. Okay, that's better. Let's see how we are with our sister over here. Oop, come here, you. Okay, go down on the ground. You'll be easier from down there. Yeah, they're not bad. Now, we need to turn some loops, but at the same time, we don't want our loops to be overly large. But so we want about, I'm going to take and put my finger right here where these come together, and I'm going to cut off this excess. And I still might have too much wire there, and if that's the case, then we'll just trim it, and I'll show you how best to do that when we need to do it. Now, since I'm not going to feed any beads onto these, we can turn our loops right now. So I'm going to get my bell making pliers, and I'm going to turn a loop on either side here. And I can see that I'm already going to need to cut some more off. But since I'm going to want to do that cut to everything, I'm going to get these done first. Okay, now see, this one definitely has more wire on it this side than the other side. And I can see that for a fact, but that's all right. We're not going to worry about that quite yet. And I bent them down a little more than I wanted them. There we go. Oh, you can't put eye makeup on while you're wearing glasses, Heather? I don't understand. see, these are definitely further apart, and that's, I think I've got a, this one has not got a, don't use those. Does not have a really sharp bend here. I want this bend a little bit sharper, tasting, feeling, whatever you want to call it. And then this one is a little higher, but I think we'll live with it. And then these have some nice sharp bends, but they are not as. Okay, you need to come this direction because you're pushing the other one down. See, our frames are not too bad right now. They're looking pretty good as far as to each other. Around one looks like it might be a little bit longer than the other one, but I'm not going to have a well, no, maybe not. They look pretty darn good. So the next step we need to do, because our loops are way off, is we need to guesstimate about how much loop we need to get rid of. And I'm going to start with just doing a half of the loop, and we'll just work our way down until we get them where we need them to be at. I'm not surprised that the Halloween decorations are out already. It's pretty silly. It's not even the 4th of July yet, but I'm not surprised. They seem to come out earlier and earlier every year with all the dang decorations. So, okay, now see, that was more than enough because we are now not side by side, but they're close enough that I'm not going to worry about them. So again, we want to do the other side here. Okay, this one's a little higher. Let's bring you down some. Now, as you can see, even though these are a little closer together, this one is pretty good right here to this one, but this one is longer because of the way it's bent. So we're going to cut this one. We don't want to shorten it any, so we'll just push it up a little bit and do a little bit of pushing and pulling until we even the way we want them out better. This one needs a little more trim so that we can push it over here some. So just a teeny weeny bit though, not much. There we go. And now it's time to pound them. So let's get our block out. Hey, Cynthia. And we're going to put these on our block. And I want to squish them, so I'm getting my chasing hammer out. And we're going to flatten these up. Now, whoops, come back here. Okay, you can be second. Come later. And these will bang it out of shape some, and that's fine. We can straighten it up later. But since the wire already had some damage marks on it, flattening it is going to to disguise those marks so you don't see them anymore, especially if I decide to texture, which I may just do. And when you're doing this, be careful of your fingers. I have squished mine before. It does not feel good. Now see how that pushed those together? I'm going to have to pull them back apart again, of course. And this loop here needs to go down some. And that has accentuated the one little bump it had still here on this side. So pull these across just a little bit. So there's this one all hammered out. Now we'll do the same with the other. The back end of your pliers to hold it in place. It's a good idea. Oops, come back here, you. Now this one really sort of wonked out this one side. That's all right. We can push her back down. Okay. Okie dokie, there we go. Now that we've sort of pushed these back into shape, because they did try to come out of shape, obviously, we're going to go back in the ring and tighten them up, because the rings tend to open somewhat when you're squooshing them like that. And this one's still up higher, so let's see if we can do a little push and pull to get that back in place a little better. These need closed. So there's our two pieces. Let's see how close we are still. Down you come. They're not bad. Not perfect, but not bad. So now we're going to take, we've decided on purple, have we guys? So we're going to put our little purple inside here. And how we're going to do that is we're going to get, this can drop down to here if we want it, or it can go up higher. I'm wanting it down here, I think. So we're going to get just a teeny bit. Excuse me. We can do this one of two ways. Get just a teeny bit of thin chain to hang it down in here. Or we can use some jump rings that we have made into a chain by just chaining them together. So I'm going to get some jump rings out here. Now remember, when you're doing this, you need to have an uneven amount when you hook it up into the top, or you will have your pretty go in the opposite direction. So when I put this together, this top jump ring is going to be hooked up into the top with these others. So the 3 jump rings, I think, is going to be just perfect. I got these beautiful little pendant pieces or earring pieces, whatever you want to call them, from B-Box Bargains when they had them on sale. They are just so pretty. And they came in all different colors. So I got some of each color. Oops, I dropped my jump ring there. And it's very, very pretty, I think. So... So these are going to go in the middle like this. And then we'll get each of these pulled up. So I will need a couple more of these. And they will get wrapped up into our ear wire. But in the meantime, the other thing I want to do is, well, let's see how this is going to work in here. So we're going to take a jump ring for each side of our ear piece here, our wire frame. And when we put this together, what we'll do is we'll put a jump ring to bring all these 3 together, and then this will hang in the middle. Oops. And we will need an ear wire as well, but this is going to go with this on here, then our pretty next, and we'll push this one up to the top where it belongs and go through it. Now, come on, go up there the right way. And see, that'll hang right in there. And this could actually use one more jump ring for our, well, I'm going to close this. So when we hold this up here, see how it's hanging right there? So because it's up that high, we could add one more jump ring of the medium size to bring it down a little further. And I might just do that. So let's open this bottom one up here. Oops, where's the break? Right there. And we could take the top one or any of them and open them up to get the what we need here. But we'll open this one and take our pretty off. Then we can close this back up. Now, like I said, you could use a little bit of chain here too if you wanted to. A really pretty little delicate chain would be really pretty on this. But since I decided I wanted this to be just a touch longer, we're going to add this onto the bottom here. And then we'll see how she looks. Drop it down. And let's grab you. Come on. Now I've got it twisted, I think. No, I don't. There we go. So now it hangs. Oh, but remember what I said about the uneven amount? See how now it just went sideways in there? We don't want it to do that. So what I'm going to do instead is we're going to take this one back off. And I'm going to do a little bit of a futz here by doing I'm debating if I want to get some chain to put in here instead of my jump rings, since my jump rings are not quite as long as I want them. But if I were to put in another one, we go sideways because we're uneven. We've got an uneven amount then. And if we put in two, then we're too long. So we're going to either A, get a little bit of chain to do this piece here, or we're going to use some Tinky Tots. Now, if I do Tinky Tots, I need to make my chain quite a bit longer, or I need to, or we're going to just have a doubled up look, because these are smaller, obviously. So what I'm going to do, so that I really am not having a weirdo look here, is I'm going to take, actually, I'm going to take this off. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, instead of just doing a full chain of the little guys, what I'm going to do is we're going to make it like a Figaro chain, which has a smaller and a larger. And we're going to just put this, we're going to put two on this because this is going to be our middle one. And I'm going to close this up then. And like I said, we're going to make this sort of like a Figaro chain that has large and small. Now we've got this chain. Come here, you. So that it's got a little link at the bottom and top of our bigger one here. So then what we want to do is we're going to open this medium one back up, grab hold of one of these little guys, and then our pretty, close it back up. Now we need to take, and open that top one that's still on here. And we need to open it just enough that we can slide our little jump ring in there. Oops, I got it the wrong side. I would really mangle it if I tried to twist it go in this direction. So now we just put that in the little one. Grab our big ring again. Come here. I've got it upside down. Come here, you. I gotta grab you from right about here. There we go. So now, as you can see, it's down there quite a bit further. Dangles really nicely there. It's not quite hitting the bottom. It could be a little bit shorter, but we need that extra length. The length is a little bit more than I would have normally gone for, but I don't mind it there. So if that's what we want to do, that's what we'll do. You cleaned your bathroom, huh? The guest bathroom. When are you releasing? Yeah, okay, Beth. I'll look. I mean, Heather, I'll look at it, see if I have a how it goes. Oh, well, that was sweet of Steve to tell us we're all beautiful. Have a great day. So anyway, we need to do this same thing with the chain on the other side. And I need to get some ear wires and put this together properly instead of just having it hanging there. Now these are two different styles of ear wires, so let's see what comes up. This one. I go to chest to make sure they're opening and closing all right. Okay. And we'll open this up just enough to put our ear wire on it. Okay. There we go. Around. Now we need to do the same with this chain. And just to do it the easiest way is to open this middle one. Oh, that's not the middle one. That's the end one. Oh, well. I'll put the little one on here. Your own. Close it up. Open the middle one. I think we'd have to open them all anyway, one way or another. Now we're going to take this guy. Come here, you. Dang, it's being difficult. There we go. Slide it on with the little link. Go on there. There we go. need to open the bottom link and slide that little one that I just slipped onto this one. Come on, release it, and then slide it on there. And close her back up. Okay, this one's now got its chain all fixed. Put these guys, this one together. There we go. Now we could quit right here, or we could do one more step, and that would be to put a dangle down here from our V spot here. And let's see here. Where are you at, pretties? These are rondelles. I was thinking these were rounds, but they're rondelles, so that's not exactly what I want. Glad my purple's right beside me. I could just dig through till I find the one I want. Oh, I think it's at the very bottom of my pile here. I think I see it here. I think I see it. There are the rounds. I'm thinking I can just take the rounds Bye, Dorothy. Take this one. And we're just going to wrap these two up. They're not quite the same purple, but they are very pretty, and they're close. And they're really sparkly. I do love a sparkly. So then we're just going to jump ring that right down in the V. It doesn't have to have anything to hold it. The weight of the bead itself is going to keep it from keep it down there when you're wearing it. When you're not wearing it, it can go anywhere it wants because it's not going to be in anything particular holding it. It's just going to be there. So there we go. That's what it's going to look like. Get this one wrapped up. The two purples are slightly different colored, but I'm not real worried about it because, hey, they're pretty. Both of them are really shiny and pretty, and I think they complement each other at least, so I'm not real worried about it. This jump ring's already open. Strange. I don't remember opening it, but doesn't matter. Ta-da! There's our earrings. So, that's sort of a lesson in don't throw away your damaged things either, because you sometimes can make them work just by these. Who's to know that this piece of wire was damaged because I used simply hammered the wire when I used it, and we made a really pretty pair of earrings that way. I'll have this one backwards. So there we go. There is our pretty little crystal earrings. Thank you, Chris. Thanks, Leanna. I need to put them in my Etsy shop. Well, I did put some of my wire earrings in the Etsy shop a little while ago. I think I have probably one or two pair in there. These will probably go in there since it's another month before I can do it, before I can do my next show. So I probably will put these in there, and as well as these blue ones we made the other day that see, these are quite similar, except for I made a square frame, whereas this one is an oval frame. And this is, of course, the earrings that match the necklace we used the fairy silk on, which I might put that in as well. So I do need to put some stuff in the Etsy shop, so these things might be part of those things. So anyway, I've got these. These can be put away into their case. I've got these in these little cases like this. I had considered, just a sec, I'll put these away. Had considered, instead of using these little drops that I just wrapped up, I had considered just using these drops here. And actually they may have even matched a little better, and just jump ringed those on. Of course, I can always change them. They're just jump ringed on, right? If I decide I like these drops better than these. And I might, because the color does match better, I think. What do you guys think? Shall we change the little drop here out to this drop? The color is, I think the color does match a little better. Let's just change one and see what it looks like, shall we? So all we got to do to change these is to open this jump ring here. Oops, Case is trying to run away here. Let's make sure I get these the right direction. Well, actually, let's just pull this off so I can make sure I get these the right direction. Go down right. There we go. What do you think, guys? I'm actually leaning towards changing it to this one. I think it really, I really like that. You like the change? Yeah. So I'm liking the change too. We'll put this aside. We'll use that for something else. It's not like it's going to be hard to find a something to use this pretty little bead on. It's a pretty bead. So see if I can get this on the right way without having to drop it down again. Uh-oh. Come here, you. I think it goes this way. If I don't get it right, I'm going to have to change the jump ring here. I'm going to angle it up too much. I did get it right. Cool. So there we go. Yeah, those turned out really nice. I really like this change we made here. I think it really helped quite a bit. I think it made it, so to speak. Put my little pretties back into their home here. I've got some of those in blue too. They're really not as many, but they're pretty. So there we go. There's our earrings. So I think they turned out really lovely. Like I said, these will have no problem finding a home for these pretty little wrapped purple crystals. I'm sure I'll make something pretty soon that they will work with. I'm going to turn this up. So then these are like so. Actually, come on, sit properly. So be sitting like that. Hey, Heather. See you later, honey. So that's our earrings for today. I hope you enjoyed making those with me. Like I said, these pieces of wire were just damaged pieces of wire that we reused. We made them work because in hammering them, it took care of the damaged spots. You don't see them anymore because they're smashed. So all kinds of things that you would think that, oh, I don't have enough of that, or dang it, I ruined that by doing this. Sometimes you can make them work. So just hold on to those little scrap things, especially chain. Chain makes beautiful earrings. And like I said, These little frames were not hard to make. The biggest thing was sort of eyeballing them and getting them to be about the same shape because they didn't want to be at first. And my measuring is always crap. I'll be the first to tell you that. So anyway, I think we're going to close it for the day. We'll see you Monday morning. I'll try and get something recorded for tomorrow. I haven't managed to do that the last 2 weeks, but hopefully I can think of something to do for you guys for tomorrow, even if it is just a short video. And we'll see y'all later. This has been Rose from In Rose's Garden, and we will see you Monday. Bye, everyone. I'm glad that you love them, Tina. So anyway, bye, everyone. Have a nice weekend.